Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. SEC versus Ripple. XRP lawsuit to be resolved this year, the CEO says, and as Brad Garlinghouse continues to state, he believes it would happen, the first half of the year. The resolution to the much talked about lawsuit with the US SEC over XRP this year, according to a March 2nd interview with Bloomberg. It's been almost 2.5 years since the litigation began. We've tried to move forward as quickly as possibly could, Garlinghouse said, and the litigation was fully briefed in front of federal court, and we do expect a decision certainly in 2023. Garlinghouse stressed the importance of being thoughtful and getting things right, given that the lawsuit could have a far-reaching impact over the entire cryptocurrency industry. And again, that's something too, if you think back to ADA Cardano, blinking again under the pressure of the timeline on the mic while you're recording. Hodgkinson said, he was pretty much wondering if Ripple was going to win this hands down, or if if they were going to settle. Basically, his concern, as with the rest of the industry, if they settled, then there would be clarity for Ripple and XRP, but then the entire industry was kind of on their own. And that would have been a big shocker too. Still possibility of that being one in the 50-50 shots there, but it would also, as the SEC stated, unless they're reined in, where the investor would actually have to get certified to be able to buy and sell cryptocurrency as well. So again, not only do you have to worry about them, settling for the fact of other cryptocurrencies and companies within the fintech industry, but you also have to worry about that concern as well for being an investor. Also, too, I got a handful of things I want to discuss today, but Ripple positioned for a positive outcome in the SEC lawsuit as XRP Army expects landmark court rulings soon. Kind of connecting to the last thing, in a recent tweet by Stuart Alderoty, the chief legal officer at Ripple, observed that the SEC has not been so lucky in the past with previous lawsuits, and Stuart Alderoty noted that out of 5 cases, the SEC lost 4 in the Supreme Court, and that's where Ripple is willing to go all the way. XRP news: Ripple escrow unlocked, and XRP price to take a hit is the question. But Ripple's native token XRP price has been stagnant over the past few weeks due to the pending summary judgment in the XRP lawsuit. It's expected the U.S. District Court announcing a judgment in the favor of Ripple or the U.S. SEC make or break the XRP price. And that's when, again, Ripple on its timeline unlocked 1 billion XRP tokens, approximately worth $378 million USD in multiple transactions. And that directs almost 51 billion XRP tokens have come into the market, and that makes up 51% of the total supply. U.S. SEC staff oppose Gary Gensler's crypto outlook, and a good sign for XRP lawsuit. And I don't really need to go into that article, just wanted to make a point because here it is again. The Voyager, directly from Coindesk, Coinbase is on the mind because we're going to discuss that shortly too, but Coindesk just recently posted, the Voyager bankruptcy judge says he's absolutely shocked by the SEC objection to the Binance.US deal. And no need to really go into that, but feel free because every article is available in the description below, unless YouTube crashes for some reason uploading. And that's a rarity, but it has happened. But either which way, just wanted to bring those up where basically a lot of people are getting a little frustrated and irritated with the SEC. There was a post when I was just scrolling through, I didn't read the article. Probably could have shared it, but I just saw something about U.S. Former President Donald Trump asked a question: is someone going to rein in the SEC? Because they're stating they were getting a bit out of control. Then we've had a few senators recently, even as much as yesterday, stating the exact same thing as well. Also, too, next up on the next article, XRP community is confused by Uphold's announcement. If you haven't seen that, basically, short end of the story is Uphold has been consistently selling XRP throughout their platform, but then they posted pound relist XRP. So people were confused, like, why did you do the pound relist or the hashtag relist XRP when you've been selling it constantly? So next article, Robinhood says it received SEC subpoena over crypto services shortly after the FTX collapse. Just a handful of things of why people are frustrated with the SEC. Coinbase severs ties with Silvergate Bank amidst JP Morgan downgrade and delayed SEC filing. And then again, coming back to Ripple, I wanted to bring up as well. Ripple is in dialogue. We mentioned yesterday, but I wanted to follow it up. So I'm kind of reiterating it again today, and then I'll follow up with what I meant to do yesterday. Ripple's in dialogue with over 20 central banks on CBDCs, the executive reveals. And then as you get into the article a little bit, there was mentioning of 20 central banks, but there was also, too, a discussion of, I'll just read it. You can't put together a 70-country network with hundreds of participants on it overnight. Yes, there are lots of great innovations across single corridors or within certain regions. We offer a holistic global solution, so we just need to keep running hard and keep adding great people. And again, I'm just highlighting the 70-country network. But what I want to bring back into play is exactly this, going directly to Ripple's page when you have the insights into Africa, because I think this is pretty significant as well. When you have the discussion, pardon me, throat dried out there for a moment while I was trying to talk, but when you have a discussion of 70 countries coming into the RippleNet and using them, you think about this. In Africa, MFS Africa, a leading fintech with the largest mobile money footprint in Africa, has partnered with Ripple to streamline mobile payments for their customers across 35 countries. That's half of the amount right there of the 70. But what I also want to point out is where is it? Looking them fast as I can. Just in Africa alone is a $2.7 trillion market opportunity for ODL. But I wanted to point out down here, let me look, see, increasing services by more than 200%. MFS Africa connects more than 400 million mobile wallets across 35 African countries. So think about this. A lot of people aren't remembering the fact that, sure, they're getting 70 countries, et cetera, et cetera. They're getting a new partner in Africa. But it's not really that simple. It's pretty significant. It's pretty massive. And again, MFS Africa connects over 400 million mobile wallets. That's the customers of MFS Africa, which is now working with Ripple. So 400 million customers in one partner is significant. So remember too, in those 400 million mobile wallets, you have 800 payment corridors across the continent. The entire region stands to reap financially inclusive benefits as the partnership between MFS Africa and Ripple evolves. 400 million mobile wallets, 800 payment corridors across 35 countries. That is not insignificant. That is massive. Again, absolutely excited for the future of Ripple and XRP. Very, very bullish. And I want to finish off the video with an update on XRPayNet as well, because this is another big deal for their growth as well. XRPayNet is soon having a live update, and it's breaking news with Coinstore, as it now lists the XRPayNet USDT trading pair. And again, because of different timelines, time zones, countries, etc., you have March 3rd at 7 GMT. So a few people are getting confused with that. So I think it's good that they actually listed it the way that they did. in the USA on Eastern Standard Time, though we're getting ready to come, nearing the end of our day, you have over in GMT time, they're literally just starting. So even though for us it's kind of the timeline seems like tomorrow, but it's really just beginning. So this is exciting news. Again, just we're in a massive bear market, and I've never seen so much toxicity and so much wild and craziness. So it's one of those things where it's so wild and crazy right now. The news, I think you've seen it, fires across the world, trains derailing. I mean, just unimaginable stuff just going on like I've never seen in my lifetime. And again, as you've seen, like this starting to all play out with, we posted earlier how Africa was having like a total collapse right now of their financial system as of today as well. So that's like the huge global economic financial crisis that everyone was waiting for, not waiting for like, we're going out to lunch, we're going surfing, we're going to have a good time with our friends, but that's something we saw that was coming, and the reason most of us invested into fintech and digital assets moving forward, because we saw the collapse of the financial markets coming. And typically when stocks and bonds and normal investments are crashing, crypto and digital assets are climbing. We've seen that over the past, since 2009 with Bitcoin, from the collapse in 2008 from the real estate market, and the changes since from then till now, from 2008, or even if you want to start 2009 when Bitcoin was kind of the saving grace, to where we are today. It's pretty significant. But also, too, guys, remember, this is not financial advice. Sorry, my throat's drying out, so I'm going to cut it short right there. My apologies on this one, guys. But not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. And as always, before we go, I'm going to leave you with a final thought. I hope you guys are having a great day. You will invest your life in something, or you will throw it away on nothing. Much love, and we will catch you in the next one.